All right, it's time. It's time for our guest of the hour. Let's welcome the Totally Different Radio, the one, the only, the beautiful Miss Bai Ling. What's up, Bai?
I'm very excited to be on your show. Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited to have you here.
Yeah, I heard a little bit of the show. It seemed like very exciting. You're all energetic and passionate there. Where are you, in New York?
Not actually, yeah. Well, our phone number's in New York. I'm in Philadelphia.
Oh, Philadelphia. I like it there.
Yeah.
The city.
Do you? Have you been here?
There. Yeah, I've been there. Basically, when I landed in the United States, was in New York. So I remember I took a train to Philadelphia. Took a lot of culture there.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
I like it. I remember the boulevard all the way you can walk to the ocean. I don't know what it's called, but I like that.
Probably
Main
Boulevard.
Street.
Broad Street?
Main Street. I don't remember it, but I remember this all the way to the ocean somewhere.
Oh, okay. In Manayunk, it's like right on the river, on Main Street.
Yes, the river, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Very cool. So you're home from Moscow. When I started emailing with you, you were in Moscow.
Yeah, so we were trying to hook up, but you couldn't call me to my hotel in Moscow. I was in a Ritz-Carlton hotel next to the Red Square. I had fantastic culture experience in Moscow besides the movie. It's just mind-blowing, the culture, the museum, the palace, all the like European kind of like, how do you say, the royalty of things. And just I love those culture and places, architecture, everything. I went to ballet and opera, and I love those culture things there.
Now, was that your first time there?
Yeah, I would say I've been there, but I was with a Chinese delegation. They just put us somewhere. I don't even know. They drive us to Red Square. I remember I take pictures. That was it. So
wow.
They were really strict. I didn't know what I was seeing at that time. But this time I really feel first time in Moscow, and I had so much fun. Enjoy that.
No, well, which I guess you're used to traveling to all different countries. Do you, like, when you're going to a country for the first time, do you get nervous?
I get excited and say, I got there in Moscow, it was raining, pouring. I was like, oh, that's not what I wanted. Then I was like in my hotel, kind of disappointed. It's really cold. I brought all the summer clothing, and I thought, shit, I'm sorry, I should have brought all the winter clothes. But just maybe I feel like I'm connected at 6th sense or 8th sense to the universe. So just probably 2 hours later was almost before the sunset, which comes like 9 p.m. And the sky was all red. So I saw from my balcony, I ran downstairs, I took pictures. I've never seen it like a paradise. So beautiful. I was like so excited. Then from that moment, I know there's a magical gift for me in that country. I feel like when you're open, you give, expect, and express, and all the best, and you will get it in return. That's my experience.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're saying, with all these beautiful things that you get to experience. Like me personally, like I see the pictures, or I'll see something on TV, and I say just that. It's like so beautiful, but I am scared and petrified to go to another country.
A lot of people told me if I go to Moscow, I say dangerous. I think it's a bit like paranoid. But when I got there, actually, I think a lot of them are, I don't know, it's like exaggerated of the fear of something, and you don't know, it's like a darkness, you're afraid. But actually, when you go there, it's really, really safe and beautiful. I think I always believe, let's put this, it's like a child cross the street. Even if a criminal saw it, the car coming, and he will save this child. You know why? I think the beauty, the innocence always drive the good side of people and bring the kindness, the love towards human beings. I think that when you have no fear, and you will have the brightest sky, brightest fit. When you have fear, that's something you're going to draw onto yourself. You're going to see fear. You're going to see danger. Yeah. That's what I believe. I'm sorry to interrupt you. You say you're always afraid of?
Yeah. Well, just because of that, I'm scared. I'm scared of just not knowing my way around, or the language, or am I going to end up in the bad part of town that I shouldn't be in, or just getting lost?
I know, but that made me excited, even though I'm also scared. But I think like I'll find out. Like even like our makeup people, everybody in the production, because the language. Sometimes one time I was in a makeup room with a hair makeup person who didn't speak English. I went to the bathroom. I couldn't know how to say it. At the toilet, bathroom, nothing rings the bells. Finally, I have to make the action of squad to show them. It's all they understand. It's so funny.
Yeah, see, exactly, like a situation like that.
Yeah, but it's fun. I think why I'm scared. I just like to, I like reality. I like to, bump into the things we don't know and to figure out a way to see what's really there.
See, what else made it worse for me too? Watching that movie Taken.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you get scared, huh?
I don't think anybody would want to take me, but just the point of seeing stuff like that happens, it just scares me.
Really?
I'm a big baby.
Really? But you're not afraid to be on the air talking, right?
No, I'm not afraid to do that.
I know, I understand. But I think that people have different, probably in some area you're fearless. Probably you don't even know. I think people all have some things they're scared of, some things they're brave of. Just depends on the person.
Yeah, that's
right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, absolutely.
I just like I think the life it's a opportunity of experience the unknown, and I'm very excited. That's why I love traveling. Love to go to places I don't know. I went to Africa. I was like bringing awareness of saving the elephant rhino, and I went to Egypt. I went to everywhere. Now it's Moscow and everywhere. I'm just so excited and looking forward for next adventure in my life.
Wow. See, you're just a lot more daring than I am, without a doubt.
A lot more daring, yes. Maybe fearless as myself, but sometimes I feel like I have a childish mind. Like I'm very curious, and I like to know what's unknown. I feel like my mind sometimes just like a blank white paper. I want to draw beautiful paintings and just want to take the adventure as next, because we're living in the moment. Whatever past is already gone. So I'm excited for every day and every moment of new adventure. So I think that's something excites me and something brings me alive of the spirit. And also what I'm talking about is cultural experience. I think sometimes I think a lot of people do. You need spiritual food, which is all
right.
Beautiful painters, museums, all the masters created for us. There's magic in it, even though it's a painting, but I see them alive image. They're moving.
Yeah. Now, which country do you think is the most beautiful that you've been to?
Oh, so many. I think everywhere, because everywhere I go, I see the beauty. And in Russia, of course, I just very lately in Moscow, I was asking the assistant driving me around. I said, "What's this building?" He said, "Bai Ling, it's just a building. I don't know. It's like everything looks like a museum." And I think in general, I think culture-wise Europe, because they just put out there, like Prague, Paris, London, like Moscow, they just have this architecture, everything. You just show what human beings can do in front of you, and they show you. Like Americans, more like about nature, like Los Angeles, more about the nature, more about the things of movies. So I think it's very different. Also, I was in Egypt. Oh my God, when you see the sculptures are so high, almost feel like they're towards to the sky, and you feel like how brilliant, how magical human beings can create. That's something to remind you we're so much more powerful than what we've seen or known ourselves. That's
right.
talking about the fear. So you're more dangerous than you think of the fear towards you.
Yeah. Speaking of Egypt too, my cousin is married to a guy who's originally from Egypt, and he was just actually over there. I think like 2 months ago, and he'll like send his wife back pictures or whatever, or through Facebook, and we get to see him, and just seeing the sights of that. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful and very holy place. Like also a lot of people chanting and shouting and singing, and before the sunset, you just feel like the whole sky is like echoes. Like you can
Yeah.
hear the songs in the sky, like the universe really connected to the spirit of human beings. That's something
Right.
I like. And you feel like you're so much more bolder, you're so much more bigger, you're so much more like surreal as a human being, not just in your flesh, but you actually bigger. You're connecting the air, the wind, all the other magic things that you think you're not connected.
Right. Wow. You know, as I sat and like researched you, I find out so many things about you like that I had no idea.
Oh yeah. Like what?
Well, let's see. First of all, I didn't know you did a movie with Richard Gere.
Oh really? That was my
Yeah.
first leading role. My first leading role in Hollywood. I was I couldn't really speak very good English then, so I played a lawyer. It was really hard for me to learn all those words, complicated. But it was a challenge.
I
Did you
bet.
like the movie?
I didn't see it.
You
I have to
didn't
go watch
see
it now.
You
No.
should. I'm a brilliant lawyer.
I bet you are.
But you movie now.
And I didn't know, now this is what really confused me. Your father's name is also Bai?
Oh, in China it's different. A lot of people ask me the first name and last name, but we don't really think of the concept of how you think, which is first name, last name. So it's like I'm used to it. People used to my name is Bai Ling. So if you break down into the Western way, it will be Ling Bai. But I don't know who Ling Bai is. If somebody call me Ling Bai, I'll feel like strange. So if it's a Western term, it should be Ling is my first name, Bai is my last name. Therefore, it's my father because you inherit your father's name. If father's Bai, you're Bai.
Wow, okay. Because I saw that your father's name, it said your father's name was Bai, and you have a brother and sister, and they were also named Bai. So I was like, that had to be a very confusing house.
I say, are you Bai? I say, yes, I'm Bai. I say, are you really Bai? I say, yeah, I'm Bai. But I didn't understand the meaning of Bai at that time when I come to this country. Like a lot of those funny stories that I didn't know Bai means bisexual.
Right.
Yeah.
That's funny. So people kept asking you that, thinking that they were getting one over on you, and you didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, a lot of times, like me, I might say something and they think it means this, but to me it means something else. It's like very confusing. Learning English was really hard, and it's almost like you're opening different part of your brain. You never went there. Like I used to say, I'm in the phone. I told my friend. My friend said, you're not in the phone. You're on the phone. But to me, I picture I'm sitting on the phone. I said, I'm not on the phone. I'm in the phone. Can you imagine you're in the phone and on the phone? This proposition of the words is really difficult for me. It's like almost different concept of thinking of things.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, coming to America, just that, you started acting in the mid-'80s back in China.
Yeah, I sort of like I did. I was the leading female actress in 7 feature films, and it was a great time. I can do whatever I want, but I always feel like I'm the world speaker, and the universe is bigger. A lot of things I don't know, and I want to see Hollywood. So I'm just having this curiosity in mind, and I feel like if you want to be actress, I feel like I'm very gifted. It's not about Bai Ling, it's this gift I have. I never learned acting, but I'm like so easy for me to portray any character. I'm just like so easy. So I feel like if you want to do a movie, you have to go to Hollywood because that's the factory making good films and making stars. It's like factory of fantasy.
So you had your goals set. So did you have your goal? Your mind was set on Hollywood. So
I don't think I have any goal or something. I remember in the summertime it was so hot in China, and I grew up basically with my grandparents. There's no air conditioning in the summertime. Like now, so hot. We were sleeping under the sky. We're just sleeping on the courtyard. Have the sheet outside, have the fans. We're just watching the sky. There's no TV. So watching the sky, my grandmother was like counting the stars, and you go to sleep, right? I couldn't get lost. I said, grandmother, I said, the star is so beautiful, so bright. I said, I want to be the star. And she says, you are the star. I said, really? Which one? she says, the brightest one. So I always remember that. So it's like this innocent dream of girls' fantasy and become true. I believe I'm the brightest star. That's something basically like innocently that I believe, and it become reality because I know there's a special gift in me. So I'm very certain, I'm very firm, and very curious about it to find that brightest star in me. And of course, you never know, like so many people on the way helping you, and you don't even know who, why they're there. So I use this opportunity to thank all the people, my friends on the side, and helping me on the way to find my star.
That's really beautiful, though. I mean, with your grandmother saying that to you.
Yes, I feel like sometimes I'm very vulnerable, and because like sort of like I'm on my own, come to this unknown country. I don't know the language, I don't know the culture, but I'm doing the most difficult job in Hollywood, which they don't have many roles for me. I sometimes feel like kind of vulnerable and kind of I don't know, it's just kind of privately sweet sadness there. But then when I think out, I think there's a reason for me to be here to give my gift, because my gift is not for me to keep but to give. So that gave me the power and gave me the strength and beautiful surroundings that make me believe that I can do it. And which I'm doing now, I feel like really, really grateful, and I trust what I believe. I think that's an important thing for people who want to find their dream, want to do what they love to do. You have to trust first. If you don't trust it, you make your road shaking. You went to a different branch, you'll get lost. If you trust it, but I always say, people say, how did you do it? I feel like I'm always like a little girl with barefoot, walking in the darkness. Suddenly the moon appeared, guiding. And that's not fantasy, it's reality to me. So that's something you have to believe. You have to feel like this. The world, like we're talking about fear, the world is safe. And always angels leading you. You don't even know it. But you have to let it. You have to be open. You have to trust to walk on your road.
Well, it's got to be scary, though, in Hollywood. It's got to be just like going to another country. Like I'm saying, I would be scared to go to another country.
Oh, totally. And we were talking about Hollywood, and there's a gate. There's no gate. You don't know where to find anybody. You don't know what to do. Sometimes, for me, the only thing I can do is like when I got a job, I give everything I can. I just show people, give everything that my talent is. Let people see me. You just have to trust.
Yeah.
It's scary, but I see beauty because there's many, no matter how many things people are afraid of in Hollywood, but I see there's so many talented directors, writers, producers, actors. They are giving their heart to the art. And they spend so much time and all their life to create something beautiful. I always believe that is why Hollywood always a dream and always a place for every filmmaker's goal, because we do have many, many magical people that are working so hard to achieve. And they're pure. Like Steven Spielberg, like George Lucas, all this, make our basically George Lucas make this fantasy little amusement park as his imagination become a reality for us to enjoy. I think that's just something, it's almost like a child, believe what you believe and create reality out of your fantasy. I think it's something very beautiful.
Now, speaking of George Lucas, another thing I didn't know is you were originally in Star Wars 3, Revenge of the Sith, but they cut your parts out.
I think it's back on the DVD. I feel like, I know at that time was very controversial because I was the first Asian woman on the cover of Playboy magazine. I still cannot believe because I came from this communist country, which is, you can imagine how far from Playboy is. We don't have Playboy in China. It's considered like porno. But I feel why do I need to be on the cover of Playboy magazine? It's like fascinating things happen to me. And at that time, like Star Wars and Playboy came out exactly the same time. But I don't know. I'm not in control. I cannot make this happen. But my answer is, doesn't matter. I'm in or you're cutting out or whatever happens. But I literally actually experienced working with the 20th century's like culture icons, George Lucas and Hugh Hefner. I think what else to compare? I think I'm very fortunate and to actually meet them, work with them, and it's fascinating for me to learn those magic, figures in our culture.
Now, did they tell you they were going to cut it out when they decided to?
No, they didn't tell me. I didn't know
Wow.
why or when, but I think that's not. I'm not worried about that. For me, almost like I'm very lucky to have worked with them, and it's there, and I feel like not that moment. I enjoy it past and moving on, and whatever happens, I think I really don't think too much. I really have no regret or wish what it is. There's none because I lived it. I lived it through, and it's there. And for me, it's like really all I have is appreciation.
That speaks volumes about you because I would have been so upset and pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very. I'm not. I think a lot of my fans pissed off, but I feel like sort of I want to tell them it's okay. It's nature. It's life. Something happens. You cannot always get what you want, but it's okay. But for me, it's like I'm probably in that way. I'm more selfish because I experienced the experience with them, in person. That was real. So that for me is satisfaction. Of course, for other people to experience, like my fans to see me in the movie, probably that's something they would love to experience. So I think DVD and then putting it back there. But I don't have
Right.
a DVD, so you have to check it out.
I had never. When they made them second set of 3 Star Wars movies, I refused to go see any of them. And now that I know that you're in one, I would have to go see it. I would have to go watch it.
Oh, great. See, I'm helpful. So they should put
See
me
that?
in the movie. Yes.
But I can only watch the DVD version to make sure you're in it.
Yes. Then tell me next time if you see it.
I will.
I have this, I just see this great Chinese movie called Lord of Shanghai, and it's like equivalent of Godfather in U.S. It's like
okay.
this epic film. The film starts from 1904. I play this, she's basically like a nightlife queen of Shanghai, which is very known for their nightlife. It's beautiful, attractive, and they have a lot of like Americans, German, French, everybody was there at that time. So I play this character from 28 years old to 80 years old. So I think that will, unfortunately, I want to play some part like that in Hollywood film. I think will come as time goes by. And just that film can show a lot of my talent as not like just by being the sexy symbol kind of thing. But
right.
I just, use this opportunity. So if any director producers, want to basically see me in their film, basically I have the China market there, because it's a huge market. And I'm just excited if I can contribute something to bring them to Asia, to China, for the audience to see.
Yeah, I mean, you got a hell of a resume, though. I mean, you have like over 60 films that you've done. I mean, they deserve. Hollywood needs to like open their eyes a little and give you more.
I sometimes I feel frustrated. I feel like my talent is much bigger than the roles I got offered, and I would like to basically contribute more, which like comedy, science fiction, and drama, and everything. So like those science fictions, they don't have to be Native America. So like Marvel movies, all this, I dream of being one of the franchise movies. I think I can contribute so much. So I'm here, so I don't know how it's going to happen, but I still firmly believe, and the right things will come on my way, which lately I got a lot of, offers, and we're negotiating, talking about it. I'm very excited about it.
How about TV? I mean, most of the work you do is films, correct?
Yeah, I did TV. Like today I had lunch meeting with the producers. They were just, we love your episode in Entourage. Even though I was in one episode, and a lot of people really love it. They think it's one of their favorites. And that shows the intelligence, sophisticated and sexy, and also mischievous kind of like fun woman in that episode that I love.
Right.
I did a lot. Also, it's funny, I was in Moscow. I was walking on the street, and people call my name. I said, wait a minute, because they all think the Asian look alike. I just want to make sure they know me. I said, how do you know me? They said, from the movie Taxi 3. the Luc Besson movie I did in French, which is comedy action. It's very popular in Russia. And also Lost and Crank 2 is very popular in Russia. They love those European movies there. So just like in different countries, I have different audience. They love different kinds of movies. And I'm very happy that basically I build up all the fan base in U.S., Europe, and Asia. And I speak both languages. I think I have a huge market value of being who I am. I'm very excited about the future.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, you have won awards for being an actress. Like, I mean, not just in other countries, but you have won awards here too.
Yeah, I want to share your experience. First award I won was National Board of Review for Red Corner. I played the leading lady, and that was, my friend told me that's the most difficult award to win because from credits. So the award held in New York Central Park. Central Park, that beautiful restaurant there. So I was so nervous because at the time my English was really, really bad. So I had to give a speech when I received the award. When I get there, I was so nervous. And I was standing there, I forgot what I was prepared. Then I saw in front of me Meryl Streep. She was sitting in the front line looking at me with a smiling face. I was like, what? Meryl Streep? She was like in Asia, like in the acting field. Everybody knows her. She's the brilliant one. So she was there watching me receive my award. I was suddenly I feel like, wow, I so appreciate it. I feel like suddenly I feel safe. I feel like I'm doing the right thing. So I don't know what I was talking about. I think I moved a lot of people just from my heart. I feel like very, sort of like you open your heart as innocent lover to tell somebody, I love you. And with the people, they're the best. They support you. They understand you. So that was my first award, and she was sitting there. Right now I see this smiling face. And I just feel like I'm doing the right thing. So that's the first award I won in America. So I didn't even know what it was. So my friend told me, I said, wow, that's cool. And also I won the Asian Academy Award by the film I did called Something. Basically, I won the 4 most important acting awards in Asia. I just feel like I'm here. I'm not here for money or for fame or anything. I just want to give my talent, which I know is a reason for me to be here because I really have this talent as a powerful actress. I have so much to give and so subtle in a very feminine way that I'm also so used to the power I have. So I just want to contribute.
Do you think, I had a quote from you in an interview you did that I saw, and it said, most people only know you as the party girl, the girl who wears short skirts and nipple slips. But it sounds like kind of like what you're saying is like that's what they know you as. They don't know you as the real Bai Ling who is a true actress with talent.
Yes, thank you for bringing that out. I think that I was young, I was party, I didn't know how to drink. I'm allergic to alcohol, but I didn't know. I'm so trusting of the media. I just do say whatever I feel, and I don't know because it's a pop culture are different than what I expected. And right now, I basically reviewed my image as more sophisticated, but I'm still sexy. I think it's a part of the sensuality I naturally have. I can't hide that. And also, as of today, 2015, today we're in lunchtime, we're talking about I want to be the spokesperson of a woman, which we are also very intelligent, also very sexy. In the society, we only accept a woman either you're intelligent, you have to cover up, you're kind of boring, not sexy at all, or either you're extremely sexy something, but you have to be a bimbo. I said, why this can be two in one person? I think that's what I'm doing. So I want to make men and women to appreciate women who are intelligent and brilliantly talented, also extremely sexy. Why not? That's why we're in this world for as a woman. So I think that's something I have in both. I think it takes a little time sometimes for my female friend to embrace me. Because I'm very positive. I want to give what I have as nature gave to me as a true Bai Ling. I always have a quote, like give cookies in my social media, like be the brilliant who you are. Because that's my duty. I'm not trying to be somebody you like or not like. I'm just going to be the gift of whatever I receive, that's Bai Ling, to be the authentic, original Bai Ling. I think that's powerful, and that's what we're supposed to be, because we're supposed to be different. It's supposed to contribute different talent, different magic of who we are.
Yeah, and a smart woman is sexy. So,
yes, smart woman. I don't like to have like the women have the woman rights. They're trying to compete with men. They're trying to be men. No, we're not men. Men should be men. We're there to support. We're to support when we need it to, because the magic we have as sensuality as a woman, as a water, air, and fire, the things we have, men cannot access. That when the time comes, when we speak, we're powerful. Men have their position. It's not right to fight, to argue, to compete, but we're just different. How can you compare something different? So I think we should stick to who women's supposed to be, and just be the beauty of who we are. That's what I'm doing. But I think the women they can be housewives, and also they can be intelligent. Why we have to celebrate? Like I always tell the media, I say you can trash me, I don't mind. But also daring to celebrate me. I'm a great human being. I give a lot of positive. I encourage so many people, like in my social media, and I save people's lives through my cookies. So those things need to be celebrated. It's not for me. The spirit of it, the spirit of positivity, the spirit of inspiring and daring. And like I'm not from here, but I'm doing a job here. Everything I did on my own. I didn't marry a rich husband. I didn't take the shortcut. I did everything the hard way by myself. As a foreign girl coming here with knowing nothing. So I'm proud of that. I think that's the spirit a lot of young people need to be encouraged by, so they can be who they are. They don't need to have this rich, famous daddy or somebody, but they can do. They have the power and ability. But you have to believe it. You have to see it's been done.
Right. Well, I mean, again, like you came to this country, over 25 years ago, and you've been able to make a career out of being an actress. And you came to this country not being able to speak the language. I mean, that speaks volumes.
Thank you. I feel like that's for everything just yesterday. It's like very, of course I cannot share all these stories. Are very sweet, sad, and innocent stories are so powerful. But I would like to actually have some we're trying to do something like I will give a speech like Q&A to all these young people to tell them my stories, to encourage them. I think a lot of people are lost by the contemporary material-driven world. And like a lot of people, like I know in Hollywood, like those famous people's children, they don't, I'm sorry to say, they only know the brand names of the bad shoes, and they don't know the painters, they don't know the music, they don't know, all these beautiful contributed artists, it's art. And that's spiritual food they don't have. It's something I think needs to be addressed. People, there's more things are valuable and worthwhile than the material things that people should care for the young people.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, because that's something that makes you a better human being, makes you more complex, more colorful, more interesting, more valuable to the society or to the things you're doing.
Right. And you had mentioned music there. Again, something I didn't know. You've put out some singles and videos as well.
Yes, I feel. I did 7 songs actually. I didn't put all of them there. I put some on YouTube, and also if you go to at real Bai Ling Twitter, there's a link to the Amazon. I think you can download. You can YouTube. I made those songs like in 5 hours. That's something I want to show. I want to show that there's potential in human beings we don't even know. Like I never composed. I don't know the computer well. I just had an idea from like midnight. I said I'm gonna write a song. Then I start writing lyrics, music, and compose, record it all at the same time in 5 hours. Can you believe it? How did it happen? Wow. I feel like it's not me. And with no changes. If you go there, you say I love you, my Valentine. All the songs on YouTube. You can find them by me on my channel. It's all written in 5 hours. I feel like, wow, that's something fascinating just to show what I can do without me knowing that I have that talent.
Right.
I think they're pretty good, and they're all like very, it's lyrics all about love, and it's very positive and very beautiful.
That is all Bai Ling, Love and
Yes,
beauty.
yeah, I feel like I have this, a lot of people know I have an 8-liter spirit. They're all different characters and different personalities, have different talents. I'm like a peacemaker, and in my reality, I live, I see what they need. So when I needed them, they'll show up to serve me. I don't have the talent, but they all do. You know, it's like they're in me, but visually, I see them. You know, they're running around like little minuscule girls running around. They're fascinating my world. And those, I believe our naked eyes and a lot of things we cannot see, but only can feel, only can trust. We have to
Right.
explore them. I think all of us have that talent. Like if you listen to my songs in 5 hours, that's not possible. I've never learned that, but it happens.
You know what it is too. Like so many people do have the talent, but they have
Mhm.
either, again, going back to fear, the fear to try it, or just
Mhm.
not having the time to try it.
No. I think a lot of people are afraid of it. Like you said, you're afraid of the unknown. You're afraid of how other people can judge you. Like for me, the good things, you know, I'm probably one of the person don't own a TV at my house because I just like real life. I'm in my mind, it's sure I'm not limited. Like I make songs, doesn't matter you like it or not. That's how I sing. That's how I make music. It's like the birds. That's how they sing. You can't judge them. You know, they're just how they make sound. They're beautiful. If you're thinking the brilliant of you, why are you afraid how other people judge you? Like for me, I do everything for the joy of the extreme, pure beauty, excitement I feel. I let it out. That's just something alone. It's beautiful. I'm not seeking for the likeness of anybody. I think the brilliant artists like the Picasso, like Van Gogh, all this fire burning at our filmmakers, they're not doing it for please you. The best art is not thinking of the audience. It just gives the best. You feel sincerely, honest, and real about the feeling you feel at that moment. That's the talent of match that we should contribute. It's not always judging what the market will like or not. You know, I
Right.
think when you're daring extremely going that way, probably even commercially will be successful too. Because when you're trying to aim something, you normally don't get it.
Now, will you be doing any more music, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think you know, for me, I'm a very spontaneous person, and when doing music at that time, I was just in love. You know, this passion, this voice, this sound just come to me, and I just want to express it. You know, when I feel a certain way, I do certain things. It's not planned by any need or anything I want to do. It's just how I feel. I'm like how I feel. If I feel like song, I write song. I feel dance, I'll dance. And feel certain way, I'll do certain things. I think just naturally I have the talent of music, and I learned violin when I was a child. I play violin and tuba professionally because my father composes and teaches composition, and my mother teaches comparative literature. So I grew up with this culture. I think this spirit is in my soul, and I grew up with my grandparents watching nature. We don't have TV. We wash our face, brush our teeth under moonlight, and there's animals. I was running around, see animals. It was just a free, simple world. But my grandfather used to carry me on his shoulder and taught me. I memorized like hundreds of poems. So I grew up with like nature, music, and poetry. I think that's my soul. It's like I'm always this romantic person and in nature. Like a wild animal running around and enjoy having fun.
Yeah, and now you said it twice, and I actually had this down because I came across this about you. It said that you're really disconnected from the entertainment industry, except for when you're actually working. That you don't watch TV or movies, preferring instead to experience life like everybody else. 3 of your favorite pastimes are falling in love, eating food, and having sex. And you also enjoy dancing, noting the nightclub, what's My House in Los Angeles.
I think you used it all. That's Bai Ling. Basically, I'm in my world. I celebrate life in the most authentic way. Like I think my fashion, like the MTV Movie Award, I won that award in Dragon. I think I said it's wild fashion history. You know, it's just we compare with the Zurich with his swan something. I feel like when it's true. Like when you're not limited, when you don't know what's going and then this genius mind comes to you, then you come out with something so outrageous, refreshing, new, and shocking because they're authentic. There's nobody ever produced it. When you follow, you see everything. You're trying to beat up this. You come out with secondary, like almost a copy. So everything I do, I come out with the most brilliant, original pieces of something. And some people say, "Oh, you are dressed sexy." I sort of like using myself as a model to show this, to create her. Like for me, it's a fun. I'm master of biting. The creator look like this, dress like this. It's fun. It's a joy of life. As it become an art itself. So I'm not limiting my mind. I don't know anything, but I always come up with something like leading. I think like a leading fashion or create a trend or do something. Either you admit it or not, but I think I'm doing that because I'm authentic. I think designers are great. They make us look fantastic, different designers. But you have to be you. It's not. Don't be the slave of designers because they're designers for art for different format of things. But you have to be your master designer for you. And I think that's something. Yes, I love food. I eat dessert all the time, and I love sex. And I love just enjoy how I feel. I love dancing. I was dancing by myself. I have no problem.
See,
I think
I want to
of the body.
Two of my favorite things in life too are food and sex. But you don't watch TV.
Dancing? I don't watch TV
yeah.
because I can't sit there changing channels, driving me crazy. I can't be manipulated by it. I feel like it's almost like a homework. I have to watch. I have to know. I don't. I think like now I'm so free. I don't watch anything. I just whatever. I watch movies sometimes for the fun, popcorn, and go to a nice movie. But I have no need. I think my life's kind of a pure in a very. That's why I say that I'm not living in Hollywood. I'm like primitive life almost. But of course, when I'm working, when in the production, go to event, I'm the most glamorous person because I'm having fun. And one of my spirits is this fearless of advanced girl. She just knows what to dress, how to shock the world. I think I have part of her, like going out. When I'm not going out, I'm just like everything becomes slow motion. I like enjoy life in the slow motion, go to sauna, jacuzzi, just like kind of slow, I would say sex, eating slow food. And I just enjoy being me, enjoy the joy of life, and I always want something, always pursue something. And I just enjoy, every day of it.
Now, how about what are some of your favorite foods?
I love dessert. I love my favorite is the burningly hot. I always ask them to make burningly hot apple tart and with cold ice cream, vanilla ice cream. I like the contrast, cold and hot together, and it feels so good. It's like something excites me. Sometimes like I'm so easy to be satisfied. I just have a dessert. I will make my day. It's true. If you take me out, just give me dessert, I will thank you because you feel the joy and enjoy it with me. I think that's a gift. Sometimes you don't need much. I think a lot of people, they have so much. It's still after money, after fame, after success. And now they're unhappy because it's like the monkey trying to get corn. They put in the arm and then you get another one, you lose them. So you just have to enjoy it when you have it. You don't enjoy it. Like every day, the busy after they're turn back. Oh, I didn't enjoy it. I just making all these things. And all these things they have more. The more things make them want more and make them feel insecure. And they turn out just to be a cycle of vicious, unhealthy things for people trying to get success. What is success? I think we give the best. You help. You influence the people in a positive way. I think contribute to your talent. That's success. It's not you have to get a award. The word is human being get there to have fun, have a party. But that's not the goal in life. Don't traffic for that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I feel like I'm already definitely have the talent to win the Academy Award, Oscar Award, which I already won in Asia. I'm gonna win in Hollywood. I feel I'm already winning. I just need the vehicle to show. That's nothing.
Right.
That's not something your lifetime goal. No. If you say that's your lifetime goal, it's miserable. Why you just for that word you live your life? You live life for day-to-day joy.
you need that chance. Somebody needs to give you that chance.
Yes, well, I just firmly believe it. I just feel like, when you have a talent and there's place for you to use. And I need to have that chance to show. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we of course got to touch on the crow. And I'm sure everybody always asks you about the crow.
Yes. I feel very fortunate to be my very first film, because it's very unique, stylish film, and it's about love, it's about revenge, it's about light conquer the darkness, and also it's brand new, the last movie, and I feel like it's fortunate for me to be in, and not only that, it just making me feel how appreciated I am in the film industry, because it doesn't matter that actor and that moment or what changes us. The film,
right.
when it captures that moment, like Brandon Lee, that will be always there. And nothing will change. That's the magic and power of film, because we can freeze time and space and make it eternal. That's something beautiful about film.
Now, were you actually there when it happened?
I was not on set. I think that what happened was just him with another actor and with a small crew. It was not a big dangerous set. And I was really, really shocked. We're all in the hotel. When I hear it, it's just like, I don't know, I didn't know for a long time how to take it. My first film, I feel like so scared. And also, I was very close to him, and we were doing makeup every day, like 2 hours next to each other. And he teach me to play video games. And I want to share this story with you. Probably a lot of people don't know yet. Like, he was, talking to me because he's so handsome, like a white boy. He said, like, oh, Bai Ling, I heard you're Chinese. I said, yeah. He said, I am Chinese. I said, no, you're kidding me. You're like totally like white, right? He said, no, believe me, my father's Chinese. I said, really? I was like, what's your father do? He said, my father is movie star. I said, movie star, what's his name? He's Bruce Lee. I said, I never heard of it. So he was like, wow, he was like having this shocking stare at me. He said, probably you're one of the persons that know my father. And I felt bad, so I called my friend who was shooting in North Carolina. I called my friend in TDR. I said, who is Bruce Lee? So he said, Bai Ling, they told me. So next day I went on set. I said, oh, now I know who your father is. I said, because I didn't know English, I didn't know who Bruce Lee is, but I know his name in Chinese is Li Xiaolong. He was getting like so relieved. He said, oh, no wonder. So he was very proud of his father, and he worked so hard. I just feel like life is so uncertain, so fatal, and therefore we have to enjoy in the moment of the day, not thinking about, next couple of years. You just have to live now and enjoy now.
Right. Yeah, a friend of mine, me and my friend of mine, we always say, and usually it comes up when somebody we know has passed away, and we always say, tomorrow is promised to no one.
Yes, and also I when we bring us back to do the looping for the film, that was 3 months later, and his mother decided to release the film. And the first time I saw him on screen, literally, like goosebumps everywhere. I was looking around the room. I literally feel the presence of him. I believe, and there's no death. I think it just really changed in a different format of spirit there. Basically, we cannot see, but they're there. I feel like he's there. It's just freaking out. I said, wow, it's alive. Just we don't see them. We cannot communicate in the same way we know as human beings, but he's there. So I think we have to enjoy as a human being. Also, I possibly believe there's other life. We just don't know. They're generally wonderful.
That had to be such a tough.
A lot of people keep saying, "Oh, go to heaven." I say, we're living in heaven right now. Why are you trying to so hard to imagine going to heaven? We are here now. It's right here.
But that had to be so hard for yourself and the rest of the crew to go back to that afterwards.
Yeah, it's difficult. I think it's very difficult for the director too, and I think it's just something it's kind of like almost stop you when you're leaving your breath, and something suddenly stop you. You could not have words. You could not have thoughts. You don't know how to face it. You don't know how to put into words. That's something about the shocking of life and could happen. Something could happen that shows the magic of universe that we have to respect. they have their own rules, and they have their own channel, they have their own purpose. I think that's why I keep saying be the authentic you, give your best, because that's your purpose here. And there's so many, meaningful and powerful things that we're not in control. We don't know. We just have to surrender to that power and be whatever we can be and do.
Yeah. Now, how about, were you shocked when they started making sequels to it?
I had kind of feel like they should not do it because that's so.
I agree.
It's something very pure. You can't reduplicate. You can't make another one. It almost feel like it's respectful. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I feel like it's so beautifully authentic. Why you touch it? There's so many other stories.
I agree.
I feel like no matter what you do, you cannot be the first original one, right?
Nah, never. Kind of like the Star Wars thing. Like, I refuse to watch any of them other ones. I just won't do it. Yeah, right. I won't, because I feel it's disrespectful. It bothers me.
I feel like there's a reason people do the sequel. They're trying to make money out of it, make some other purpose.
Exactly.
Not pure. So I don't support that. Yeah.
That's exactly it. Because it was all about the money, and I feel like they were trying to cash in off of Brandon.
Totally.
Yeah, and it wasn't about a good story or about anything, like you said, pure. It was just about money. Yeah, and that bothers me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think no matter what, there's a principle in life. There's a principle in things you do. Of course, you want to make money, you want to make a living, but there's certain things you should not. It's like a beautiful painting. You should not copy another one trying to sell it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, it's something else you do. Like, again, you are like a busy person because you've also done voice acting in the past too for like video games and stuff, cartoons.
Yeah, I want to do more. I think they're fun. They're like I have part of me. She's supernatural. I did the movie Sky Captain World of Tomorrow, and also in Generation, I do my own song. I play this assassin for a good purpose. I just look so hip like the video game characters. I did this video game like Scarface. I did a voice for it. So I want to be one of the characters, like a really, really be a video game people can play, like some superhero fighting characters. I think it'll be fun to play with her.
That's like that's as a matter of fact, I interviewed like the top voice actor the other day in the anime world, and
really?
his name's Vic Mignogna is his name, and I was asking him like, what do you think? Like, if somebody wants advice to become a voice actor, what would you tell them? And he said, I tell them, and all my other peers say the same thing. You need to be an actor first to truly be able to be a good voice actor.
I think so, because the voice has come from the emotion, from the internal of who you are. Like, I think like everything, if you live a sensitive, rich life, you'll be a good actor, because your body, your senses know how to feel and what you experience, and make you so much more richer as the instrument, like you practice. It's not about the skill. Like, I never learned acting. I think it's about the life you're living, and your senses are sharp, are open, and honest to the senses. I think the voice is just one of the tool, instrument to show the internal person as a person. So I think, you're right. It's like, if you know, as a good actor, you know how to, it's not how to use your voice, it's how to connect to your feelings to the voice. Then you come out believable as the voice of the character. Right.
And also, too, now I know you do this, but I haven't had the chance to meet you yet, but you do the convention scene as well, don't you?
Yeah, I started to, because I thought it's fun, it's an opportunity to meet my fans and to basically give them a chance. I think a lot of them have never, not only me, like a lot of the stars, they wanted to meet, and they've been in love for so long. I think it's a great opportunity to meet your fans, to just, to show your appreciation for their support.
Right. Yeah.
I'm basically going to one this weekend, and next weekend there's Festival Give Me Award. I think those things are just like for actors as a fun to enjoy what you contributed. It's a little gift for us. It's fun. And I love
Right.
traveling, so go to different places for the weekend. I think it's just it's a little joy of vacation for me as an actress that I earn.
Now, where's the one that you're going to this weekend?
I think it's I don't know, San Jose or Sacramento. I'm sorry, I don't want to say the wrong name. I haven't learned the name yet. I'm sorry, but if you can find out from my social media, and sometimes I'm very bad because the name I'm get confused, so I don't. My English is still not perfect, so sometimes it's hard for me to remember names, and especially like spelling. Like spelling is not that great.
Something that speaking of your social media, I noticed like you'll always put like whatever post you put out, you always then put cookie. What does that mean?
Wow, you're asking gladly. Cookie is actually it's a little bit cute, like afternoon tea cookie. It's also related a little bit like Chinese cookie, fortune cookie. But the funny thing is in China, we'll never have fortune cookie. So I learned that in U.S. I said, we don't have this. So for me,
really?
this little no, we don't have in China. What is a fortune cookie? I never seen one. When I grew up in China. So I only find out in this country. So like for me, it's like cookie. It's like a sweet dessert, and you open the Chinese fortune cookie to see what's inside. But it's the contemporary way from Bai Ling that I always, because I think my picture, whatever I'm doing, is okay, share with the audience. But I want to come with something positive for them to take away. That's where the cookie comes from. And I learned my cookie actually helps encourage so many people, just like cookie itself. When they get lost or when they need some light, suddenly read my cookies and brighten their day or give some directions to them, and which is wisdom that I have. So I enjoy that part very much. And it's fat-free, sugar-free cookie, so it's very healthy for you and positive. Or healthy too.
That's kind of like what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure. But I saw it like on every one of your posts. I was like, wow, what does that? Where's that coming from?
Cookies. Cookie is my little dessert for everybody. My sweet dessert for everybody. But when you open it, it's a positive little wisdom.
Now, how about when you did Celebrity Rehab?
Right.
How now? That was what, 4 years ago? I think 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, I think I refused to do it because I don't know what it is. But the thing is, I feel like because those things come to me for a reason. I refused it, but I couldn't get rid of it. And I thought I embraced it. Must be a reason. Because I don't know what is psychiatric like. I don't know what is go to rehab like. Those are things that are not in where I grew up. We don't have that where I grew up. So I was kind of curious. I said, why come to me? And there must be a reason. And sometimes you in order for you to move forward, you have to embrace those things, like you say, you're afraid of, right? I refuse it because I was afraid of. I say, finally, if you do it, you're going to acting career, you're going to be over all of that. Then I even told my agent at that time, I said, I go with my gut. If you don't want to revisit me, I understand. But it stayed behind me. But I feel like, for me, it's like a voice telling me maybe I need to. I think in anything, if you put your positivity there to see the beautiful side of things, then you always get a reward. Like for me, it really helped me because I should not drink that much. I should not be that crazy, like open in a way of don't know there's rules or principles on the outside world will judge you. So now that I went there, I know there's something I actually can control. When I behave, when I control from my end, and even though they can track me, but they can only go so far. So that's something I learned about to be disciplined. Because when you're a celebrity, you have voice, you influence other people. So therefore, you have to choose your path, what to do, what to go. You have to modify. In that way, it's something because I'm new in this culture, everything like. The first time I did a red corner, right? I went to an event and red carpet. Suddenly people recognized me. The photographer taking pictures of me. Then they asked me, Bai Ling, what are you wearing? I said, I'm wearing a jacket. I have no clue what they're asking me. They said, whose jacket? It's my jacket. Because I don't have the coverage, all the designers, all of that thing. So basically by experiencing all this, I'm learning about American culture, about American way of living. And what is going on in this world. by experience and by in
So,
contact with those people who are also in trouble. I think this
so you,
every experience I experience is positive because I think it's positive. I want it to be positive. Because everything you can turn around. So when you have this positive, when you enter with that positive thinking.
right. But it sounds like you kind of got blindsided by it. Like you didn't understand like what you were getting yourself into.
No, I don't know. I was so terrified actually. And then when I wake up, open my eyes, the camera's in front of me. I go, oh no, I don't want this. It's just like something is a challenge to challenge your fear. How far you can go and how. When the show opens, I was so terrified because they're filming you 24 hours. They can change the channels like everything by it. I was terrified. I was walking around literally like 4 a.m. I was driving on the ocean because I'm so free. I suddenly realized the whole world was going to see it. I was terrified because I don't know what's going to happen. Driving around. It's funny. I went to a diner. I was trying to get some like sweet cookies, and this homeless guy was there. He was asking for money. He said, "What are you doing, young lady, at 4 a.m.?" I said, "Oh, I'm not happy. There's some trouble." He said, "Don't worry. Everybody go through it. You'll be okay." Can you believe I'm a homeless guy and comforting me in the middle of the night? It's so funny. I was terrified. But then, after whatever, you have to face it, the consequences of what you've done. You have to be brave.
Right.
But it's a life experience. It's okay.
Would you ever do like another type of reality show again?
I think when I'm very open, I don't have any plans like firmly I have to do this and not that. If the opportunity comes to me, I feel at the moment I feel there's positive influence, or I can contribute something positive. I think by me on the rehab show, I help a lot of people being sober. They've been following me. They say, because of you, if you can do it, we can do it. I think there's always positive things. And it come along on my way, and if I feel there's a positive contribution, I will do it.
Right.
But now, that has to be positive. Some part of it has to be positive.
Now, have you remained sober all this time?
Yeah, I am. I'm totally in control. And even right now, like I was in Russia, right? I wanted to test the best restaurant in Russia. You know about the vodka in Russia, right? It's like everybody asks me, I said, no, I don't drink. So finally I was in St. Petersburg. I went to this best restaurant. I ordered this most expensive traditional soup, which they cook like 24 hours. Then they give me the most precious vodka. They said, you have to taste the soup with the vodka, otherwise the soup loses taste or meaning. So I tried that vodka with soup, and it tasted different. But now I train myself that I don't go for more. It's like anything. There's a limit. It's a mind training. It's not about you touch drink or not. It's that you have a discipline. If I try a little bit, I don't go far. I think the alcoholics or the drug addict, because it goes too far. I think something we all can stop if your mind decides. We're so powerful. It's not you're powerless, but you just have to own the will, own the power, own the magic to stop it, and you can.
Yeah, you're right. I've gone through my own.
Control. What? You are?
I've gone through my own struggles with alcohol through the years, and big reasons of depression. I mean, at one point I would drink like a case of beer a day. I was drinking 3-4 quarts of vodka a week on top of whatever else, and it was always because of depression and things like that I was dealing with. But I mean, now I'm at the point in my life like I literally will drink if I have one beer or one. And I'm good. Like I don't want nothing more than that. Just like a beer with dinner, and I'm good. Like I don't like the feeling of being drunk anymore. I don't like that feeling in my head or being out of control. I just give me a beer, nice cold beer with some dinner, and I'm good. That's it.
Hey, congratulations! You could be the model, for a lot of people, and you can do it.
I wouldn't go that far. I couldn't see myself being a model.
I think life's so precious, and we're so lucky to breathe life. Just clean air. It's breathe. One breath, it can be gone. So you have to choose your life, how you want to live. You want to positive. You want to. I think a lot of people there's a fear of facing the difficulties or things that are unknown. I think when you're sober, you enjoy life, experience the danger or no fear you have. It's so beautiful. When you come to the other side, you feel like, wow, I'm so brave. There's no danger because I can do it.
It's true. It's absolutely true. Now, I know I actually have, they're very quiet. I actually have two co-hosts along here with me. One is named Moondog, and the other one is named Jimmy Janetti. And I know Janetti has actually a question from one of our fans and one of your fans for you.
Okay.
So, Janetti, there you go.
Yes, yes. And she emailed me today. She is a huge fan of The Crow movie, and especially loves your part in it. So I just wanted to
hello.
Hello. Her name is Natalie.
Natalie, say hello to Natalie. What's her question?
Her question is, she wanted to know, out of all the things that you've done, and even I have been looking since she asked me the question today, I've been looking up all the stuff you've done. You have producer credits, writer credits, and Bai is going over most of the music and everything. And right now you have no less than 10 projects that are coming up that you've already either completed or you're working on and that are coming up soon. But her question was, she was asking if there's one role or thing in your career that you've done that you would want to be known for. And I'm not saying to pigeonhole yourself in, all into one place, but if there's something that you're most proud of as far as your roles throughout or things that you've done throughout your career, what would that be?
In general, I'll answer her. I take little time to answer her. In general, so I appreciate every role I've done because they're in their own sphere, they're all very, very special. And either the film project, the role, or the location, or the people I work with. But to answer her, I think, I don't know why suddenly Anna the King jumped into my mind, because that role moved so many people, and that role, I shaved my head, and the role is about pure love. I think for her, I would say the Anna the King, because the character is so pure, beautiful, and vulnerable, and committed to this pure love, and which in a contemporary society we lost meaning of the true love. It's all about change or like business. So that's something Natalie contributed to her. I think it's Anna the King, the captain I played. And in this case, I think because she's pure, she's there, and she's there, and powerful.
Right.
Wow.
That's great.
I lived it. I learned so much. I feel like as a woman, if I tell Natalie, so for men to shave easy, for a woman, if you talk about nudity and bare, if you shave once as a woman, then you really feel the meaning of nakedness. So for me, when I shaved it, my experience, when I shaved my head, I was crying. I was in Malaysia. I almost going to turn down because for women, the long hair is your identity. They can shape you, they can cover you, they can represent you as a beautiful woman. So when I have no hair, it's like, what am I? So when I shaved it, I was holding my palm on my head. I feel like if I walk out of the room, then something drops from the tree and hit me first. When you have hair, you don't think that way. So it's like it totally twists you. I walk out so free because you're so vulnerable. Then I saw the butterfly, the bird, all the beautiful creatures, and they were afraid of. I said, why am I afraid of? Because I'm not used to it. I think the sky is the roof of our home. It's nothing to be afraid of. I was in a temple. I went to a temple in Malaysia. I always have a hat on. Suddenly the wind come up, blow the hat away. I just feel like it's a challenge to Bai Ling, take your hat away, see yourself, and fit to who you are. From that moment, I was like the first time I embrace myself as a woman, as who I am. Nothing to cover, nothing to hide. It's just the open, vulnerable me. So that's the power I gained from shaving. It's not about nudity or nothing. It's just something different part of you being used to it, trying to change that, see how can you handle it. So that's something I learned, beautiful insight about myself, about nakedness, about how to appreciate and look at nature and look at danger, safety. So it taught me so many things.
When you did that, when you shaved your head though for that, that sounds. First off, it sounds very incredible and moving what you were saying, but did you ever think to yourself, after that, what did I do?
I feel like I said I think one of my manager agent at that time saying like, well, Bai Ling, you're Asian woman, Asian girl. You have your accent. You don't have your hair, your balls. What the hell? I can get you a job. Then what I learned is that you can shave my hair, but you cannot shave my talent. It's something like it's an internal thing that you have to hold on to. I think my life has been set up to test, to challenging every impossibility, see if it's possible. So I did all this, but I come out like me, who I am today. I feel there's this huge potential, and we think it limited us, think it's going to kill us. It's dangerous, but actually they're not. And it's those tests. Like people, Americans, they always say, when things don't kill you, make you strong, make you harder. I said, no. When things don't kill you, make you more vulnerable. You're more open, more honest. Because that's beauty. When you're vulnerable and open, that's more beautiful. Then you become hard. You have a shell. You cover yourself. I always see it makes me, no, I'm brutally honest. I just say how I feel. I just show. I'm not afraid. I think I appreciate all the social media. I think after a while, people can learn about the real Bai Ling, because no matter how that's their crazy song, but there's always of wisdom, always of positivity, and always the spirit of supporting, helping, love to other people. So for that,
right.
I feel like I'm doing great.
Wow. Well, I mean, honestly, it does sound like you are doing great.
Thank you. Because I appreciate it. I feel like I'm very lucky to do what I love to do in a difficult, competitive world. I feel like I appreciate all the people are admire me and hire me for a job and need my talent support. I feel like I'm very lucky to give my talent to those who need help, and just as a person to encourage people to be brave, to be who they are, and to conquer those difficulties. And we all have difficulties, but you need to find a way to trust yourself, to believe there's a reason. Like today, I had a quote in my social media. I said, do not look back, always look forward. As when sometimes we lost ourselves and believe there's a need for us to do wonderful things. So just these simple things, I think, sometimes we all need to be reminded of, which is I do every day in different ways to, through my social media to give some encouragement to my fans and my friends.
Now, are you with social media? Do you enjoy doing a lot of social media?
I feel like, I refused before a long time for my Facebook. Finally have it because we can talk and it connect to international. Sometimes I post one something thousands of people. I have a fan site as it's either official Bai Ling or real Bai Ling on Facebook. Then I have my officialbailing.com website. Then have actually real Bai Ling at Twitter, Instagram. So I hope people can find me there and see and taste some of my cookies.
Oh, with the cookies.
They made fresh and real.
Here we go. Somebody actually just sent us a question. Andrew just sent us a question asking, in all your social media pictures, who is the one behind the camera taking your pictures?
It's a mystery. Right now I'm very, very happy. I have a selfie. Sometimes I can take a selfie. Before, I always just close up. I don't like. I want to take full body, but I cannot do it. I think I have different people help me doing it. Depends on where I am, who I'm with. That's a mystery. I think it's nice to leave some mystery to myself.
Being a little mysterious.
Yes, I think that's important as an artist.
Wow. Now, really, I think that's about it. But one thing I want to put out there too as well, because I want people. First, I want to thank you for. You spent over an hour with us, so I want to thank you for that. I also want to, people need to know, like the real Bai Ling. And when I read this, I was like shocked. And this was there was a typhoon in Taiwan at I'm not sure when it was, but it was, you went there to help and not looking to do like a PR stunt or anything, or just to be a celebrity to donate money. You went there and you asked to do the most difficult job, whether it was cooking food, scrubbing floors, and you were comforting survivors, and you were hearing their stories, and I just, that is incredible. You very rarely will hear about a celebrity going and doing that. They will just take the PR way or the donate money way, and for you to go and do that, I mean, that's really moving.
Oh, thank you. Wow, you know this. I feel like sometimes like those part of things people don't know me, but it's okay because that's my spirit. At that time, like it's a big deal. A lot of celebrities, do all kinds of things, get PR or hire PR. But I just deliberately had a day off. I had a taxi. I went there on my own. I mean, my production didn't know. So I went there. I said, what's a difficult job? I wiped the floor. I cooked for them. I cut vegetable, all of that. Just like all those people lost their husband or waiting for their husband, wife, or children to come. So, it's funny, but when you don't want anything, the things come to you. So then suddenly me, I come in. I said, I don't want this. I was running away. Then my director called me on the phone and said, what are you doing? I was so scared. I thought there's some trouble. He said, you're on news. All over. I said, I'm sorry. What did I do wrong? He said, no, it's great. Great for a movie. I said, no, doing it for a movie. I'm trying to help. Instead of all over the media, then they're happy what I was doing because I just feel like, you have to have a place that is really choice, not always for PR for all of that. You have to have your heart as a human being. Something is another thing you don't know. You don't know. I went to Iraq, right? I think there's a lot of celebrities go there, have PR, they're doing publicize everything. I went there basically with no PR, took my own risk, because at that time, you remember, you have my space. Well, I had so many soldiers writing to me, and it's about me because your picture, your image, your movies, and it supported us to survive in this harsh world. I went to Iraq. I went in Washington. I had to sign this letter saying, you're bad, it's your problem. If you're injured, also it's your problem. And when I signed it, I had it on. I said, wow, this may be bad. So I went to Iraq on my own. There's no PR, nothing. And then got there, I just want to show them that there's people are real. So there's a 60-year-old man who was like following me. He said he's trying to come back to marry his fiancée. There's an 18-year-old boy and following me around the whole time. Because he said, Bai Ling, I haven't seen a woman in 8 months. So he took me to his little room, asked him to lie down. I said, what's going on? I lie down, say, a ceiling, it's all this nude woman. Can you believe it? That's their life. So when I left, I feel like, but he didn't sleep. He just followed me around. And I brought all this colorful things for the soldiers. Then in the end, I was so scared because they have a gun. Because they all wearing this uniform called camouflage. I was all in this color. I was so scared. I think they're going to aim. I'm the first one going to be aimed for. I was terrified. So then when I left, there was an old man and there's a woman soldier who was the leader of like hundreds of people. So brave. She was business. So they're departing and say goodbye to me on the airport. I said, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, all of your risk, your life here to protect other people. And you're looking at me like almost like sad in tears. They said, we so appreciate you're here. I said, why me? They said, you don't even know. So many people say they're going to come, but you're the only one physically make it. I was there for 3 weeks in all the bases, and nobody knows this story. So I did on my own and just to show them somebody's going to be there for real. I just for my fans there, and so I went there. So this is something I do, and I today we're talking about. I hope people know that's part of Bai Ling too.
Yeah, and that's why, like I was saying, like earlier on, like how you had said about the whole, the party girl short skirts comment with the nipple slips and all that. Like, people need to realize there is like a whole nother side of you. Like, and I'll be the first to admit, like that comment that you made, that was the Bai Ling that I knew. But as I research you and find out all this stuff, it's like there's this whole other amazing person that I don't think probably nobody realizes is there.
Yeah. So, I hope people can discover that more side of me and to get to know me for real, not just all these, pictures, many poses, short story, all of that. That's a little fun spirit of Bai Ling, but the majority of Bai Ling is intelligent, talented, and actors and human beings behind.
Right. That is true. So what?
What?
Thank you. I was going to say, which one of these movies? I mean, there's a bunch of movies you're working on. Which one would be one coming out next? Do you know?
I think I didn't get contacted when they contacted me. I've been busy. I think it's called Me King. It's a movie, independent movie. It's gonna release in the theater. And
Okay.
I play a character. Basically, the character was originally written for a man, for a guy who is a story set in LA. I play this most kind of a dangerous girl in Korean town. Basically, she's involved with this dangerous world to protect her sister. Originally was this her brother, her sister played by me, but I said I'll play the brother into a woman because it's more powerful. I think I brought a lot of like emotional sensitivity to this character behind it, why she does what she does. So I haven't seen the final film, but the film I think next month come out, and there's some other films like coming out one after another. So if you check me on IMDb or follow my social media, Real Bai Ling, Twitter, Instagram. So I will share those trailers and news when it come to, about to release.
Great. That sounds good. Everybody needs to go and follow and like Bai Ling on Facebook and Twitter. Are you on Instagram too, or?
Yeah, on Instagram at Real Bai Ling. At Real Bai Ling, Instagram and Twitter. Same.
Awesome. Well, again, I want to thank you so much. This has been a great time. Whenever you want, I know how to find you. You know how to find me.
Okay.
The door is always open for you to come back on.
I want to thank you for having me and talking about the beautiful experience and allow me to let my fans know more about me. And also I want to tell all your fans, and you're so great. You follow up every day, tell me which number to call tomorrow. Remind me you're just so, you live up to your words. So I appreciate that.
Thank you. Can I ask you one favor before you go?
Yes.
Can I get you to cut an ID for me? Just this is Bai Ling, and you're listening to Totally Driven Radio.
Totally what?
Totally Driven Radio.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Hello, everyone. This is Bai Ling. You're listening to the Totally Driven Radio. Oh, let me say again, radio.
Oh.
Hold on. Totally driven, right?
Yes.
Totally driven. Totally driving me crazy. Hold on. Okay. Hello, everyone. Okay, ready?
Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. This is Bai Ling. You're listening to the Totally Driven Radio. I can't do it. Did I say it right?
That's good. You got it right.
Totally Driven Radio. Okay, you got it right.
Thanks so much, Bai, and we'll be in touch, and good luck with everything.
Okay, thank you, and thank all your listeners. Have a good evening.
I will.
Okay,
thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, everybody, there she goes. The one and only Bai Ling. And actually, I did it, and I just laughed to myself because the pirate at Ontario Street, he said, "Are you going to say bye-bye to her?" Leave it to him, right? She was awesome.